you think they just got beaten to the punch on Jameson Williams?
Absolutely. I think that's what just happened. If you're sitting there, you see him dropping, you see him falling, you see Detroit move up there, you're probably hoping, man, I hope they're not coming up to get my guy. That's a pretty aggressive move to go from 32 all the way up to 12. But I'll tell you what, Detroit was like, oh, hey, all right, we'll take him. But look, there's still good wide receivers on the board. What'll be interesting to see here now is what does Philadelphia's management do? If that, in fact, was the guy that they were coming up to get, because there's no question that they needed a guy to go along with Devontae Smith, a guy to go ahead and stretch the field at some point in time. They also need defensive backs as well. They could use a safety as well, so maybe safety's in play here now as a secondary pick.
And you can look at it the other way. Philly jumped in front of Baltimore. Maybe they saw something from Baltimore. They said, okay, we need to get in front of them. So I hear you on that point. That's an awful lot for Detroit, though. You go up 20 spots to take a wide receiver, they won't be ready until probably November.
And in the draft where we do believe there will be quite a few other receivers taken. Maybe not quite on the level of Williams, but we're talking about maybe 7 going in the first round and maybe 7 more in round number 2. So that might have been an overly aggressive move by the Lions. We'll wait and see. In the meantime, the Eagles have made their move here. Mel's #1 player on the board remaining is Kyle Hamilton, the safety out of Notre Dame. We'll see if his name gets called here. The fans are singing along to Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline. And I see a procession of young people making their way onto the stage, joining the commissioner,
Neil
Roger
Diamond.
Goodell, for a celebration here in Las Vegas, where the enthusiasm level is extraordinarily high. The commissioner making his way to the podium. Again, the Eagles moving up a few spots to select here at number 13. And here's Commissioner Goodell, ready to go.
Joining me for the Eagles pick are 6 high school tackle and flag football captains from teams across Clark County and Las Vegas. They truly exemplify the NFL's values of respect, integrity, resiliency, and responsibility to their teams. Congratulations to all of you on your accomplishments, and good luck on the upcoming season.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. The Houston Texans have traded the 13th pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 13th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jordan Davis, defensive tackle, Georgia.
Booger's a happy man, the big man in the middle for the national champs, and that legendary defense goes 6'6", weighed 341 at the Combine, won the Bednarik Award and the Outland Trophy last year. Great success story. He wasn't all that highly recruited out of Charlotte, North Carolina, but Mel, he got better every year.
I'll tell you, an immovable mountain in the middle of the line is what Jordan Davis is, and I think if you can surround him by pass rushers, just like A'Shawn Robinson with the Los Angeles Rams, you're not going to run up the gut against the Rams because of A'Shawn. You're not going to be able to run up the gut against Jordan Davis, but you got to have pass rushers around him. He didn't give you much disruptive plays in the backfield. He only had half a sack against Florida, half a sack against South Carolina, a sack against Clemson in the season opener. That's 2 for the year. No forced fumbles and only 1 pass deflection. You got to get his stamina up. He's got to keep that weight around 340, which is what it is now. He ran 4.78 at the Combine. He's a tremendous athlete at 32 vertical. As you said, he's 6'6.5", 341 pounds. Now, he's got to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, do something other than just be a run stuffer in a league where they throw it all over the yard. So I contend the Eagles, they've invested a ton of money in defensive line over the years. This is a team that has some guys to get after the quarterback. And when you think about it, Lewis, Jordan Davis is going to be to me with this football team what A'Shawn Robinson is to the LA Rams.
Yeah, I'm sure they are hoping that, look, he's the heir apparent to Fletcher Cox, that he's the guy who in the middle can become a guy who can give them the inside pass rush to go along with the outside rush, meaning he's going to help out Josh Sweat. He's going to help out guys like Derek Barnett because he's going to push the pocket on the inside. Quarterbacks can't step up. And then all that pressure that they get, and they are one of the best pressure teams in the NFL, will turn into more sacks as he continues to develop because he is a phenomenal athlete.
For a team that had only 29 sacks last year, I don't quite understand the pick because this is not a guy that gets to the quarterback. Phenomenal athlete. You talk about the 4'7" and 340 pounds. Granted, he is rare when it comes to the athletic ability. Great player. The only thing that concerns me, Greeny, is that if we're trying to get to the quarterback, He's got to stay on the field 3 downs. In order to do that, his stamina's got to get better. Greeny, here we are. This is Alabama. This is the SEC championship game. Everything's on the line, and here is Jordan Davis just walking up the line of scrimmage. I need better stamina out of him, and for a team that needs pass rush production to make this pick from a guy who's ultimately been a run stopper, not sure I understand the pick.
But we'll never know if they were moving up to get Jameson Williams. They certainly wouldn't acknowledge that now, but they made the move up there. Perhaps it was to get ahead of Baltimore. Again, we will never know. For the record, Jordan Davis, if I was looking for little tidbits, his Twitter bio says he's a connoisseur of Swedish fish. And that cracked me up.
What is that?
Those are little candies, Booger.
Oh, you don't know what Swedish fish are?
I don't eat candy, man. My body's pure.
No, that's why you weren't quite the same 341 that you had on that defensive line. That Georgia defense spectacular.